Hello, it's Saturday. It's nearing the end of the day. I have been, so I started feeling a lot better last night, like right before bed. Yesterday, I think I was updating you guys saying I didn't feel well and I did not feel good. As the day went on, I only got worse. I was so nauseous yesterday. I don't know if maybe it was because the antibiotics were starting to like get rid of infections or something like that. My body just was like, I didn't feel well. It was bad. These antibiotics are no fun. They're not the first ones though to make my stomach upset. I feel a lot better today. Thank goodness. I felt so sick this time yesterday. I swear this feels like first trimester all over. Oh no! Hello, it is Sunday. Hurricane or tropical storm Isaiah was supposed to be here today, and we had plans this morning to see my niece, to finally let them meet my daughter. They have not yet. My daughter is 3 months old, so if that doesn't show you how serious we've been taking this pandemic, I don't know what else tells you that. So we canceled this morning because it was raining early in the morning, so we canceled. And then all of a sudden, it's not raining at all today. Nothing. Which if you're from Florida, you're used to this. You never know. There's that cone of uncertainty. So my mom, I guess, was out and about and found out that my son was napping, and she says, do you want to meet me, go shopping? And I said, well, all right. Hey y'all, it's Monday. Little ones are starting their naps. Thankfully, for some reason, they both settle at the same time. I don't know if it's because they both go crazy like together and then they just both can pass out, but they both are passing out. So I haven't really even talked about kind of my husband's situation with his like paternity leave, if you will. He has been home with me pretty much this whole time, and he has gone to work though. He has worked, but for the most part he's been home. But starting this week, he's full-time again. So it's gonna be really difficult, but I'm gonna get through it. I'm trying to look at it in a positive way because we need this. I do very well, not necessarily when he's gone, but I do very well at keeping a schedule going and sticking to the schedule and getting things done. It's a little bit easier when it's more mellow in the house. When my husband's home, it's not mellow. And I feel like a lot of women say that. I feel like a lot of us have husbands that are just crazy with the kids, and I love it. Like, I love the chaos that's in this house. But some days I feel like kids do need more of a chill, relaxed day. So it's nice when he goes to work, I can keep things chill and just kind of keep a schedule going, and it's a little bit harder when he's home. Having him home has been amazing. I feel like that's why I didn't struggle as much. I mean, I struggled a lot when he went back to work. I remember one day he called me when he was at work and he had to put in overtime, and I remember bawling my eyes out. I remember sitting in my son's nursery, sitting in the rocker. Well, I was sitting in the glider, and then he told me he was gonna have to work overtime, and I remember falling to the floor crying hysterically. I really had a hard postpartum. I had postpartum depression, and in that time, I want women to like hear me say this. If you're gonna be a new mom, while you go through postpartum depression, you're gonna swear that's not what it is. I didn't want to believe that's what it was, and only recently did I ever discover I had postpartum anxiety as well, and I didn't realize that's what it was either. As you're going through it, you don't realize that's what it is. You just can tell you're very sad, and you don't understand why other people aren't sad too when they have a baby. It's very difficult to relate with people because you're so sad. So I was very depressed, and being told that I would be solo again for a couple hours, it was really hard. I had a terrible time with my son. I really did. I had an awful postpartum, and it was really hard to enjoy those days. Now I see what it's like to enjoy them, and I'm grateful for them, and I'm thankful for them. And I feel like if we were to have 80 kids, I now know what it should be like. If you do find yourself very overwhelmed, that's probably the #1 word I can use. If you find yourself very overwhelmed, chances are it's postpartum depression and postpartum anxiety, and it's not a negative thing. I feel like when I was always told about postpartum depression, and I didn't know anxiety was a thing until I was listening to Tiffany Beeston talk about it. I originally thought postpartum depression meant that you wanted to harm yourself or your baby, because some people's chemical reaction, unfortunately, goes straight to dramatics. And so that's what I thought postpartum depression was, because I think I saw like a documentary about a mom having it and it getting very severe. I didn't realize that's like the severe, really scary cases. But postpartum depression, I mean, it's literally a feeling of being overwhelmed and you don't know what you can do. You don't know what to do. I was just in so much pain and nobody understands it, and it's still makes me so angry to think of people who weren't there for me, who should have been there for me, and who kept acting like I was being dramatic or whatever it is. Like, I still am angry about that today, but besides that, it was really hard. And so I don't really know what got me to go into this little tangent. Oh, working. But now this go around, like I said, I just feel like my daughter was like a missing puzzle piece. And that's so weird to think. I think with my son, it was a huge like, I'm now a mom, and it was like learning how to be a mom. And then when she was added to the picture, it's like, I already know how to be a mom, so now she's like, he was teaching me how to be mom, where she teaches me how to be a good mom and how to be a present mom and how to be a happy mom. And they both are just like little lessons, and I love it. I love my little teachers in this home. I'm very thankful for the time I did get to have with him. You know, I got so much help. So now we're gonna find our new normal, get our little groove in. Morning, y'all. Don't mind my hair, I haven't fixed it yet. Baby girl is still sleeping, so I'm letting her sleep as long as she wants. She woke up at like 4 a.m. Did not go back to sleep until like 6 almost. I was gonna start her on her new routine, time for her to go to bed and everything like that, so we can eventually transition her into her crib, but not happening yet. Also, I need to clean out her room. That's like a big project I have, but it won't be able to be today. He's just sitting there waving to the dog. Well, I let him play for a little bit. He has fallen in love with this new stuffed shark, like a plush stuffed animal shark. He's obsessed with it. He got it from his uncle for his birthday, and he has it with him at all times. Like right now, this thing's probably disgusting because he's like putting it on the cat, putting it in the dirt. Literally, he has it on top of the cat right now. We're having a little bit of Titanic time. My son is independently playing. He has now become the boy that he wants to go play on his own. He just grabs the dog, he either goes outside, goes into his bedroom, and he just plays. So now that that's the case, I'm really excited to get his toys situated in his new play area. She's having a little bit of playtime. She was doing tummy time, but she started protesting that. Watching some Titanic. So I just got done talking about how I was doing a follow train and everything, and then it just like went south. So I don't know, it might be a while before I do it again, because the person who hosted it, I probably should have known from the get-go, was like in it for the wrong reasons. And I'm not on social media to just sit there and have a number. I want an actual engagement. I want to actually connect with women. And what's so funny is, like, with this follow train that I did, this is gonna be forever in the future that you guys are watching this, but if you guys saw it, there was someone who made the train, who made it to where it was like, yeah, let's engage, let's do this follow train and everything, which have been becoming increasingly popular. So anyway, she makes this train, and she's the one who comes up with it, sets the rules, and then just totally just makes them whatever she wants them to be. And honestly, I'm not here for that. Like, she just started like literally cheating the whole system, and I don't play that game. So unfollow right there, maybe even a block, because I'm over it. Yeah, just if you're gonna do stuff like that, don't be shady. But that, honestly, like, I'm here for an actual connection. I want a genuine connection with people. I don't need this like phony, I just want numbers type of connection. Like, I wanna chat with you guys. I wanna be able to connect with you guys. I wanna be able to have conversations, and I'm not on social media for any other reason. I feel like a lot of people may use social media just for numbers. It's a vanity metric. I'm not there for that. I want to legit talk to you guys. My first time doing one, and it seemed fun. It seemed like, oh my gosh, this is a great way, and it was, oh my gosh, it's been wonderful up until now. And she didn't even say that she was gonna do this, like, she just did it. So it was really, really great up until now. So now I think if I'm gonna do any more trains, it's gonna be like very clear, the set of rules, and people don't get to just like make up their own rules. He has a banana on my bed. Awesome. Things like that, like little petty stupid stuff like that, like, gets to me. And her stupid response was just, I don't have time for this. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, all I said was, hey, do we remove your name from the list? And she just, I don't have time to argue about it. I'm like, I wasn't arguing, I was just making an observation. You took the train down, so I'm not gonna have all my followers go follow a new train I'm not part of. No, I'm not gonna do that. Today is a bad day, and I really needed a good day. I'm hoping to turn the day around. It's gonna take a lot of oomph to do this. He has been losing his marbles. You guys know I didn't get sleep as it is, and he has done nothing but lose his marbles. Hopefully he turns his attitude around, and I'm hoping nap time helps him too. So yeah, I'm gonna get some gas drops and little girl, and he wants a shark toy, so I'm gonna get him a shark toy, or let him get it. Other question I get asked is what gas drops we use for baby girl. We use this one. Pediatrician is all for it. That's what my day is looking like today. But again, it is your own responsibility to change your day around if you're having a bad day. Your responsibility responsibility to fix it. Never allow it to be someone else's responsibility to make your day better. I need to know how mommies do it. Raising their kid, taking care of the house, getting things done, and then edit their video. I need to know, because I can film all day and I can talk on Instagram all day. I'm now learning how easy Instagram stories is to like keep you guys updated. So I'm trying to keep you guys updated there as much as possible. How moms have time to edit, because I don't. I am so behind the game. He did not nap. She is kind of napping right now, if you want to call it a nap. She was sleeping on me for a little bit, but I'm not even calling it like a legit nap. He didn't nap though, and it'd be fine if he were in a good mood, because sometimes I'm okay with him not napping. Like I try, and if he doesn't, I just get him up immediately before it becomes like a fight. But today he was in such a terrible mood that I'm like, no, yeah, you're gonna nap. Then he didn't nap. By the way, I cannot wait to like, I just want to change the yellow part out. I'm okay with the chandeliers. Oh man, you guys, today was a day. I am beat. My mom ended up coming over and hanging out with us for a little bit. Then mom hung out, we had such a good time, and then my son literally took an hour shower. I'm not even kidding. He just sat in the shower, and like I turned the water off. I was like, baby, I can't have the water just running. So I turned the water off and he just sat in there playing. So I was like, all right, fine. It's just been a day, so we're gonna get some rest and we will get back to having a crazy day again tomorrow. Hello, good morning. The day already started really fun. I had the evening I had last night, so already I've been on edge all night, and thankfully baby girl slept the entire night. I had to wake up and take my last pill. I'm so thankful I'm finally done with that, so I'm just gonna like eat all the yogurt this week. Got to have breakfast. I was about to take my first bite, and all of a sudden I hear my son screaming for my husband, and I'm like, holy cow. So I like run in his room and like make sure everything's okay, and I guess everything was okay. He was like screaming, wanted nothing to do with me, and that's like not typical. Usually he'll ask like where my husband is, and then you know, we go from there. But today it was like he wanted nothing to do with me, so that was really hard. So we went through that, and all of a sudden he came out here in the kitchen and he saw my mom brought over COLORSTAYs. He found them and had one, and then since then has been super chipper and everything is fine. But it was scary. I was honestly scared. Then our power starts flickering again, which it had been doing yesterday. Just starts flickering. I'm like, no big deal. Like power went out for like literally like 5 seconds and then would come back. Then it goes out, and like was out for like maybe 20, 30 minutes. And I'm like, so that's how today is gonna start. But thankfully both kids are in really good moods right now, and that's all I need. I don't need them to be napping or even like out of my hair. I just need them to be in good moods, and I have a fine day. So I really want to get a new tripod. The one I have is like really tall. I love these tripods, but I want one for my camera that's shorter and smaller and a little bit more comfort to like bring around with me, because I want a tripod because I like being able to put my camera down, but I don't want something so tall. All right, these tripods are like stupid expensive. I feel like everybody has something that makes them feel a little bit more insecure, and my under eye circles are one of them. That's like just the one thing that I've like struggled with my entire life, and so it's just the one thing I like to cover up. If it's something as simple as throwing on a little bit of makeup to make you feel good for the day, you should do it. And it doesn't make you vain, like it just makes you feel good, so you should do it. I really love the CoverGirl concealer. It's got a white lid with black stripes on it. It's supposed to be a Shape Tape dupe, and I would say it probably is. I've seen videos where people like compare it. I would say it's a dupe. This one is True Blend Undercover Concealer. Love it. Now I have like coverage. I don't really do it for camera purposes. Well, actually that's a lie. Being an influencer, I hate that word. I have noticed that I'm more confident. I film more, I vlog more, I get more done, I'm excited more, I'm in a better mood. When I have makeup on, even if it's just something as simple as that, if that is all it takes to feel good, just do it. What is the matter in here? What happened? Hi! Hi! What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Do you need diaper change? Yeah. The big brother being a good boy? Good boy. Today has been 80 million times better than yesterday. I think the problem with what's going on right now is that things are becoming too loud. And I know people want people to be loud. They want influencers and people to talk. They want people to wake up and see what's going on in this world. But I think the problem is that it's just constantly changing. Every single time you get on social media, there's a new thing that people are talking about and they're really loud about. And it's getting to a point where it's like social media used to be a place that I feel a lot of people could escape and could just decompress and just see lighthearted things and see good things. And I understand that it has now evolved into where a lot of people find their news and stuff like that, but I feel like that's where the problem started, is that people are going to social media to get their news. It's just getting too loud. We went straight from everybody being so passionate about COVID, wearing masks, not wearing masks. We get loud, we yell at influencers and we get down their throat and we pressure them to talk about it. It's never ending. Like, we're constantly just finding like a new thing to get loud about, and it's just so much noise and it's just too condensed in a time frame that it's just, things aren't gonna get done this way. Posting about it, making awareness is one thing, but when you're shoving it down people's throats, it's not doing any good. When I constantly am seeing it, I find myself scrolling more because all I say in my head is, I know this is going on. I know this is going on. I don't want to hear about this stuff anymore because I want a place where I can just feel light. Already this world is so heavy. And yes, I do feel like people need to be educated on it. It's their responsibility to get educated on it. And the more you cram it down their throat, the more they're not gonna do it. So that's my personal take on it. That's my opinion. That's how I think. That's how I breathe. That's how I operate. I do not do well when people shove things in my face. Do I reshare things? Absolutely. If it's something that spoke to me, it's something that made some sort of difference in my day, in my thought process, I'm going to reshare it. But I don't just start resharing things here and there. I want to keep social media as a place where people can feel like they can escape some of the heavy times. I feel like I will share little bits and pieces here and there of how people can educate themselves, how they can learn about things, but a lot of people are hitting rabbit holes and it's really starting to cause a big rift in the world, and not necessarily for a good thing. It's getting to be just too much. There's too much noise going on. There's too much noise. There's too much passion coming from different areas of life. Did you drop your snacks? That's fine, I need to walk away anyway. It was storming. She woke up, like when it got really bad, it was really bad. She woke up, and then when it calmed down, she went back to sleep. And then when it calmed down, he woke up.